are ready to start our second day of Historical Dance Festival. And I am glad to introduce our first lecturer, René Camus from California. Nice to see you, René. So please, if you listen me and see René, put plus into the chat. Я рада приветствовать всех на нашем втором дне фестиваля. Наш первый преподаватель — это Рене Камус из солнечной Калифорнии. Правда, сейчас у нее там глубокая ночь. Если вы видите и слышите Рене и меня, пожалуйста, поставьте плюсики. Большое спасибо, что пришли рано утром. Ага, отлично, я рада, что все в порядке. И если переводчик готов мне помогать, то, пожалуйста, подай звук, Ольга.
Да.
Угу, прекрасно. Все готовы. Спасибо всем, что вы присутствуете на нашем фестивале. So, René, this is your turn.
Okay. Hi. Thank you, Nastasia. It's great to be here. I'm excited to be here with you all. Good morning.
Всем доброе утро. Рада сегодня быть с вами.
We'll do some Charleston today, which is a vernacular dance, meaning sort of it grew from improvisation and then became a stage performance dance.
Сегодня мы поговорим про Чарльстон, в которой включается огромное количество импровизаций, а потом поговорим про исполнение танцев на сцене.
And then became another popular, from the streets to the stage and then back into the ballrooms.
То есть мы поговорим про историю танцев, как он вышел, по сути, с улиц на сцену и потом попал в бальные залы.
And it was very popular during the 1920s in America.
В 20-х годах 20 века в Америке этот танец был очень популярен.
So we'll jump in, I think. I wanted to start with some warm-ups because this is the first class of the day, right?
Так как сегодня это первое занятие на фестивале, я бы хотела начать с разминки.
And Charleston is a very energetic, high-energy dance.
А Чарльстон — это очень энергичный танец.
Great for midnight or 3 in the morning.
Как раз то, что нужно в 3 утра.
So we'll just do a few little stretches and stuff. I'm going to put some quiet music on.
Сейчас включу тихую музыку, мы немножко потянемся.
Okay, never mind. And I don't know if you'll be able to hear it, but I'll put a little music on, and then I'll just walk you through it as I do the stretches. We're going to reach up and reach up. 3 and 4 and press the air down. 7. Drop your head, roll your chin down, roll through the spine. Down to the
подбородком
floor.
груди, опускаем голову вниз.
Stretch here, just hang upside down.
Тянемся к полу.
And bend your knees and roll up.
Затем осторожно поднимаемся.
We'll do all that again. All again. Reach up.
Теперь то же самое. Тянемся вверх.
And stretch. Push the air down. Roll down through the head, through the spine. Bend your knees and then
Сгибаем
straighten them
колени.
again.
И снова выпрямляемся.
And bend your knees and roll up. Shake it out.
Стряхнем тело.
Give it a little shake, whatever you need to do. Then get the blood moving a little bit.
Нужно немножко погонять кровь.
And we'll do some foot rolls, ankle rolls. Ankle rolls, 2, 3, 4,
Обращаем стопой.
5, 6, 7. Other direction.
И в другую сторону.
4, 5, 6, 7. Change feet.
Другая нога.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Other way. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Feet together and plie. Bend your knees and
Присаживаемся в
releve.
плие. И ролеве.
Plie, releve. Plie, releve. Heels down. Plie and straighten. Releve. Now go straight through. Plie to releve. Plie, releve. Releve. Plie. Releve. Plie. Two more, 7 and 8, and hold there. Good, and relax. Shake it out.
И еще раз тряхнемся.
We'll do a calf stretch. Put the leg behind you, foot straight,
Ставим ногу позади.
bend the front knee.
Тянем икроножную мышцу.
And change legs.
Теперь другая нога.
And shake it out. We'll do a quad stretch, the thigh stretch. Take your hand in your ankle in your hand. And shake it out. Other leg.
Еще раз тряхнемся, другая нога.
I've been using my hands. And shake it out. Good.
Еще раз тряхнемся, отлично.
Feeling warm?
Ну как, разогрелись?
Yeah? Okay. All right. We'll get started with, with Charleston. Time to wake up now.
Теперь приступим уже к Чарльстону.
So, the very basic Charleston step is very easy. It can start on either foot, but I'll
Самые
start.
простые. У Чарльстона базовые шаги очень простые. Можно начинать с любой ноги.
I'll start stepping on my left,
Начну с левой.
and then touch right in front.
А затем вынесу правую ногу вперед.
Then you step right and touch left.
Затем правой ногой назад и выносим левую назад.
So it's step, touch, step, touch, step, touch, step, touch. And you can let your arms swing naturally.
Можно дать рукам свободно качаться.
Step, touch, 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 and step, touch. I lean forward a little bit
Я
When-
немножко наклоняюсь вперед,
when I touch back.
когда отступаю назад.
Da, 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 da. And that's the basic. Okay, that's the basic, but there are different things that you can do with it a little bit.
Это базовый шаг, но его можно немножко изменять.
So first thing is you can lift rather than step touch, you can do a little kick, right? Step, kick, step, touch. Whoops.
Первое, это можно сделать небольшой кик, когда вы двигаете ногой вперед.
Step, kick, step, touch, or kick in the back too.
Или даже назад.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. You can kick low or a little higher or as high
Можно
as you
делать
like.
кик высоко или очень высоко.
Okay, so that's the basic. It's fun.
Разовые шаги очень веселые.
Sorry. Okay. So there's the basic, right? Just doing the touch. And you'll notice I swing my leg a little bit in a circle. Or half.
Я немножко двигаю ногу по кругу.
When I swing, when I touch. Right? And I just let my arms go the way they want to. Right?
А руки идут свободно, куда им нужно.
Just like when you're walking.
Так же, как когда вы ходите.
Right? When you walk, your arms naturally swing with the opposite of the front leg, right? Opposite arms.
Ваши руки свободно
right?
болтаются.
Same thing when we do this, this basic.
И то же самое происходит с базовыми шагами.
Yeah. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah? Good. So, but what's more fun to do is to add swivels in there. So instead of just straight foot, the standing foot, you're gonna do swivel.
Но самое забавное, там добавится до свиру.
I'll break it down for you. So, stand on 2 feet. Small first position, so the heels together.
Итак, ноги стоят вместе, пятки вместе.
Weight on both feet. And we'll just bend the knees.
Мы сгибаем колени.
And heels out to the side.
И выносим пятки наружу.
So, out, 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 out. Yeah, it's weird on carpet. Out, 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 out. Okay. Yeah. Let's see if I can put music on. Can you hear the music when I was playing it? Yes. Yeah? Okay, good. Great. Let's see.
Yes.
This is faster than we were doing it.
Будем двигаться немножко быстрее, чем мы делали до этого.
Out, 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 out. Good. Shake it out. We're going to try to do that again and try to lift up our right leg. I'm going to do my left so I mirror you, right? Like that.
Поднимаем только левую ногу.
We'll do it slow. 1, 2, out.
Будем делать медленно.
Try the other leg.
Другая нога.
Other leg again, right leg. And left. Right. Left. Now 1 and 1. Switch. Switch. Out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in. You can try walking Forward and back. Forward,
А теперь пробуем идти вперед и назад.
back,
И опять назад.
yeah. Shake it out.
Встряхнемся.
And let's try it double time.
Попробуем 2 раза быстрее.
All right? Out and out and out and out. Ready?
Так, готовы?
5, 6, 7, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Switch legs. 1, 5, 6, and switch. 4. Switch. Now 2. And 1. 1, 1, 1, 1. Yeah? Shake it out. How is that? A little fast, or is it okay?
Как вам, слишком быстро или нормально?
It's okay?
Okay.
Excellent. Good. So let's do that again.
Хорошо, попробуем еще раз.
We did 8 on one side, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, then other side. For 8.
8 в одну сторону, 8 в другую.
Then 4. 4.
Потом 4 в одну, 4 в другую.
Then 2.
Потом по 2 раза.
And then alternate. 2, 3, 4.
И потом меняем ноги на каждый счет.
Okay? Make sense? And I'll do it facing the wall, so I have my back to you.
Я буду делать лицом к стене и спиной к вам.
We'll do it again. Ready?
Так, готовы?
Here we go. 6, ready, anyway. 1, 2, 4, 5. Right foot in the air. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Switch. 1. Now 4. And 4. Now 2. And 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah? Okay. And now I'm goofing off. All right. Woo. You want to do that again?
Хотите попробовать еще раз?
Yes, please.
Yes. Okay, good. I hope it's okay that I'm asking you. I can't actually see anyone, but all right. Okay. We'll do that same thing again.
Будем делать то же самое еще раз.
Yeah. And I'll face, and then actually, here's what I want you to do. We'll do that same thing again, right? 8, 8, 4, 4, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. And then I want you to try to walk it.
Попробуем сделать то же самое по 8 раз на каждую ногу, по 4, по 2, по 1. И в это время постараться ходить.
So you can walk backward or walk forward. I'm starting against the wall. So
Я начну к стене.
I'll go backward first. But it depends on how much room you have. Okay. All right, here we go. And then maybe, yeah, okay, we'll do it from there. Here we go, same music. Woo. 1, 2, 3, 4, here we go. 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, switch legs. 1. Switch. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. Now 2. And 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here you go. Walk. And switch directions. Now do whatever you want. You can do the step touch. Step kick. Whatever you want. Good. All right. Whew. All right. How's everyone?
что, как вы?
Oh, okay. So, if that was good, okay, great. If that was working for you, then you can probably see how to do the regular step touch, right? Step, touch, with that swivel, right? So you go out, step, out, touch, out, step, out, touch, out, step, out, touch, right? So your feet are always going out, in, out, in, out, in. But then step.
Стопа всегда идет наружу, потом внутрь.
Step, touch, yeah? Whew. Step, touch, step, touch. My cats are looking at me funny.
Смотрит кошка, забавно.
Okay. Great. Shake it out a little bit. See why we did some of these stretches first?
Еще немножко встряхнемся и потянемся.
And get a drink of water too. Hopefully you have some water. You'll need it all day.
Воду.
Okay. So that's the basic, all of that is the basic Charleston. Again,
Базовые шаги Чарльстона.
the step touch, right? And you can do it your feet straight through, or you can do it with a little half circle.
Можно ногу двигать вперед или по полукругу.
You can do low kicks.
Можно делать кик низко.
You can do bigger kicks.
Можно сделать повыше.
You can do high kicks, which is up to your body, how you feel comfortable, right? You can even go.
Или высоко, в зависимости от того, как ваше тело себя ощущает.
Reach down, right? And then you've got
Вниз.
these swivels. And you'll notice, when I do these swivels, my feet are fairly close together, right? I can step big when I'm doing the kicks, right? But when I do the swivels, my knees want to stay close together, and that makes my step smaller.
Мои шаги меньше, чем когда я делаю кик, потому что я держу колени вместе.
Sorry about that. Sorry. I don't know what spooked the cats, but there they go. All right. Yes. So already we've got at least 5 or 6 variations on just that basic step.
У нас есть 5-6 вариаций этих базовых шагов.
So cool. So, sorry. But then there are other things you can do, of course. So
Можно, конечно, делать и другое.
here's a fun one I like to do. We were just doing those swivels, right? With a foot out. 2 things. First of all, you can hit.
Первое, что можно делать, касаться ладонью стопы.
Hit the leg on that. And you can turn around as you do it. And I'm bringing if I bring my right foot up, yes, that's my right. If I bring my right foot up, I'm bringing my left shoulder backward.
При этом можно поворачиваться. Если мы касаемся рукой правой стопы, я поворачиваюсь через левое плечо.
So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah? And then you can go the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah? It's a little paddle turn, sort of. Okay. I also like to do, I call them pas de bourree, right? The bourree step, because you have 3 of these,
Я называю это паде Bourree, потому что у нас 3 вот таких движения.
Right? 3 kicks, 2,
Потом 3
3,
кика.
and then back, side, front. That's the part of Bourree. Then you go
Это
to
то, что
the
я
other,
называю паде Bourree. Потом идем в другую сторону.
then you go to the other side. 1, whoops, 2, 3, back, side, front. Okay? And as you see, I'm doing that swivel, ideally. I'm doing that swivel while
В
I
идеале это нужно делать с выворотом ног.
So 1, 2, 3, swivel, 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 right? 1, 2, 3, swivel, swivel, swivel. Okay? And I'm also doing this with my arms, which, whatever you feel like doing.
И руками тоже можно делать что-то похожее, если вам нравится.
So, let's try that. I'll face this way. We'll do our right foot kicking first.
Начнем с правой ноги.
Ready, and 1, 2, 3, back, side, front. 1, 2, 3, back, side, front. Stop right there. Yes, no, maybe. Excuse me. We'll try it again. Yeah, same thing.
Попробуем еще раз. То же самое.
Ready, and 1, 2, 3, back, side, front. 1, whoops, 2, 3, back, side, front. We'll do 2 in a row.
А теперь 2 раза подряд.
Ready, oh, so over, back, over, back. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, back, side, front. 1, 2, 3. Do that again. 1, 2, 3, back, side, front. 2, 3, back, side, front. Yes? Any problems with that? Any questions or difficulties? Sometimes it takes getting used to for the swivels especially.
Иногда нужно особо привыкнуть к этим выворотам ног. Есть у вас какие-нибудь вопросы или затруднения?
But if you, great, okay. But if you leave the swivels out, right? Keep the heel down on the floor, I'm not going to tell. Right? It's okay, yeah. But the swivel is a fun stylistic thing that's more part of the period, I guess.
Это очень забавная штука. Я думаю, что это часть периода танца.
All right. How's everyone doing? Do you need a drink of water?
Нужно воды выпить.
Should I talk a little bit more about it, or?
Стоит ли мне побольше рассказать про танец?
Yes, so it will be nice to listen something about the story.
Okay, great. So again, it's from the 1920s in America.
Этот танец возник в 20-х годах 20 века в Америке.
It possibly originated or began with African-American dock workers.
Скорее всего, он возник от работников дока афроамериканских.
In South Carolina, which is the southeast coast of the United States.
В Южной Каролине, которая является южно-восточным побережьем США.
So this was the early 1920s, after the World War I, the Great War.
Итак, начало 20-х годов, окончание Великой войны, Первой мировой войны.
And so there was a lot of, there was a big desire for a return to normalcy. People wanted to go back to normal life
Люди
after war.
очень хотели вернуться к нормальной жизни после войны.
And they were also feeling more isolationism, like they wanted to be alone.
Им очень хотелось побыть одним, они чувствовали потребность в изоляции.
So they were tightening immigration laws, not
Потому
allowing.
что усиливались законы, связанные с иммиграцией.
And people also wanted an escape.
И люди хотели куда-то сбежать от этого всего.
And then, and also things were very prosperous then because industrialization, right? Industries were sort of taking off and making money.
Но в то же время это был период огромного роста, потому что начиналась индустриализация, промышленность росла.
And the stock market was booming.
Рынок ценных бумаг тоже взлетел.
So people had money to spend.
Потому что и при этом людям нужно было тратить деньги.
Charleston is very representative of the 1920s, particularly prohibition.
Чарльстон очень хорошо отображает периодику 20-го года, особенно в области запретов.
And prohibition was an amendment. It was the 18th Amendment. It passed.
Была 18-я поправка к Конституции.
It passed in 1920, I believe. 1919.
19-й год.
And it made it illegal to produce or sell liquor.
Было запрещено продавать или производить алкоголь.
And it lasted for some 12 years, but
Длилось это примерно 12 лет.
but it ended up being a terrible mistake.
Но это была большая ошибка, ужасная ошибка.
Because people were trying to clean up the country by, prohibiting liquor and, trying to get people to behave better by not drinking.
Цель была в том, чтобы люди не употребляли алкоголь и как бы вели себя лучше.
But instead, people just decided to ignore the rules.
Но вместо этого люди просто игнорировали закон.
And create illegal liquor and sell it anyway.
И все равно создавали подпольный алкоголь и продавали его.
And also bribing police officials and politicians and stuff.
И выросло взяточничество среди полицейских и правительства.
And that eventually led to the development or the establishment of organized crime, like the mafia, Al Capone.
И все это привело к созданию организованной преступности, к мафии.
So the dance, as you can see, the dance is very wild and swinging, arms everywhere, legs everywhere.
Видите, танец такой довольно безумный, руки, ноги ходят в разные стороны.
And that's a representation of the sort of illegality and abandonment, rebelliousness,
И это в какой-то степени символизирует бунтарство, желание выйти за рамки.
Not caring for propriety.
То, что люди не переживают по поводу собственности, владения.
That sort of stuff. So very iconic, very representative of the era.
То есть танец стал символом своего периода.
And now it's the 2020s, and we still have no propriety.
А сейчас 20-е годы следующего века, проблемы почти те же самые.
So, yes, okay. So, also, so it started in South Carolina, as I mentioned.
Как я уже сказала, танец возник в Южной Каролине.
And then moved up the coast as African Americans migrated north.
А затем двигался вверх по побережью, когда афроамериканцы эмигрировали на север.
Especially to New York City.
Особенно в Нью-Йорк.
And they took their dances with them.
И, конечно, они перевезли свои танцы с собой.
Pardon me. So there's a man named Flournoy Miller. I'll type it in the chat bar also. he was a producer of Broadway shows, musicals.
Миллер ставил шоу в Бродвее, на Бродвее.
And he saw these young children on a street corner
И он видел на улицах детей.
dancing the Charleston.
Дети танцевали Чарльстон.
They would sort of challenge each other in little competitions and collect money from people passing by on the street.
Они устраивали небольшие соревнования друг с другом и собирали деньги у прохожих.
So Miller took these kids, three of these kids, into his rehearsal studio.
Миллер взял 3 из этих детей на свои репетиции в своей студии.
And had his choreographer, whose name was Lyda Webb.
У него был хореограф Лида Веб.
And she created a dance out of their movements.
И она из их движений поставила танец.
And then his composer, named James P. Johnson,
В его команде также был композитор Джеймс Пи Джонсон.
wrote a song for it.
И он написал песню для этого танца.
And then he put that number into his show called Runnin' Wild.
И они поставили этот танец в его шоу.
It auto-corrected. There we go. That's it. So,
Running Wild, сумасшедший бег.
so in that show, Runnin' Wild, it became very, very popular.
В этом шоу, с помощью этого шоу, танец стал безумно популярен.
And partially because the song, everybody loved the song.
И частично, возможно, из-за песни, потому что она всем безумно понравилась.
And I'll play a little of it. You probably have heard it before, but I'll play it.
Возможно, вы ее слышали, и хочу вам ее поставить.
Charleston, I've forgotten some of the lyrics. But dance. There'll be a back number, but the Charleston, the new Charleston, that dance is sure to sometime. You'll dance it one time. The dance called it Charleston in South Carolina. Okay. I've forgotten the lyrics. But you can hear in that song, right, how infectious the rhythm. That's a bad word.
Но в этой песне вы чувствуете, какой заразительный ритм.
That's a bad word for today.
Плохое слово для сегодняшних дней.
But the song has a lot of energy, right? And it has that syncopation, right?
Но песня очень энергичная, и в ней много синкоп.
It's even in the word Charleston, 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 right? So that syncopation is in there. So that's, you can see just by what I'm doing as I'm sitting here how the movements of the dance kind of fit in there, right?
Даже по моим рукам вы можете видеть, какие движения в этом танце.
So it's very swingy, right? There's a lot of abandonment and just all out, rebelliousness and whoa.
В этом танце очень много дикости, всяких махов, энергии.
So, and it's fun. So young people created this stuff, and it's their way of expressing themselves, right?
Этот танец создали молодые люди, и это был их способ самовыражения.
And women's clothes, women had more freedoms generally.
Что касается одежды, у женщин в этом плане было больше свободы.
They were able to go to school, get educations. They were able to get a divorce from their marriage if they wanted to.
Девушки могли ходить в школу, получать образование, разводиться, если нужно было.
And then in 1920, they were allowed to vote. They were given the right to vote in elections.
А в 20-е годы им было позволено голосовать на выборах.
And then not costumes, but their clothes changed as well, right?
И вместе с этим изменилась их одежда.
The dresses got shorter.
Платья становились короче.
The necklines got lower. The back lines got lower.
А вырезы на платьях становились все ниже.
They cut their hair short.
Девушки стали коротко стричься.
The dresses had a more androgynous look or masculine look, right? Less curves.
Костюмы стали приобретать все более нейтральные или даже отчасти мужественные формы, становились менее женственными.
And perhaps most importantly, they stopped wearing corsets.
И самое важное, они перестали носить корсеты.
They got rid of them.
Они от них избавились.
So they had a lot more freedom, and they were able to express that in the dance.
Так что появилось гораздо больше свободы, и ее можно было выражать в танце.
Excuse me. So that's about it, I guess. Any questions?
Есть ли у вас какие-нибудь вопросы?
Okay. Oh.
Can I ask?
Oh yes.
About when you see ballroom dance, Charleston, it seems pretty different. There's one or two bits the same, but a lot of it's different.
Yes, I've meant to mention that it could be danced as a solo or in partners.
Должна была сказать, этот танец можно танцевать как соло, так и в паре.
So as we were doing, obviously, we were dancing by ourselves.
Конечно, сейчас мы танцевали сами.
And that's why I wanted to teach it too, because we're here, many of us alone. So,
Именно поэтому я выбрала сейчас показать вам этот танец, потому что сейчас многие просто одни.
I forgot what I was going to say. But yes, so it can be danced alone, but it can also be danced with a partner. And the partner version is what developed into the Lindy Hop. The partner Charleston developed into the Lindy Hop and other swing variations.
Этот танец также можно танцевать с партнером, и его версия для партнеров развилась в другое направление танца.
And then modern swing has this Charleston move in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2. You've probably seen that. Whatever.
Yeah.
Right. And so that obviously is sort of what we were doing, that basic Charleston.
В современных танцах тоже сохранились движения из Чарльстона того времени.
There's a question in the chat. Why did Europe pick it up, apart from Irene and Vernon Castle? This was after Irene. Well, Irene was still alive, but Vernon had died in the war. Not even fighting, doing a practice. He was a pilot. He was doing some kind of practice and he had a crash. So he died around 18 or so, 17, 18. So they don't really have anything. This was after their heyday. The name, excuse me, the name Charleston, I think comes partially from the city. There's a city in South Carolina called Charleston, but also the main boy who Flournoy Miller took into his studio. His name was Russell Brown, and his nickname was Charleston. So,
что касается названия танца, танец получил свое название из города в Каролине. И также Чарльстон — это было прозвище одного из мальчиков, кого Миллер взял в свое шоу. Его звали Рассел Браун, но у него был псевдоним Чарльстон.
Is there another question in Russian?
It's the same as in
Oh,
English.
okay. Great. So we have 15 minutes. So let's do some more. Should we do a little bit more?
Yes, please.
Okay, great. Okay, now that we've
У нас
all...
еще 15 минут, поэтому потанцуем еще.
So to review quickly, we have the basic step, step, touch, step, touch. You can do a little higher, a little bit of a kick. You can do a higher kick. You can even do a bigger kick, whatever you want to do, right? We've got those swivels. And you can do the 1 foot, either with it, whoops. That little paddle turn, right? Go back the other way. Doing this on carpet is pulling my shoes off.
На ковре мешают туфли.
I'm kidding. Yeah, and then we did those pas de bourrées also, or the backside front, right?
Можно взять по табуре.
We did the 1, 2, 3 backside front, 1, 2, 3 backside front, right? I've also seen that called falling off a log, or a type of falling off of a log. Falling off a log, I'll write that down. Yeah, but that can also be done, and this is new. You do it forward and backward, forward, backward.
Еще одно движение дословно переводится как падение с бревна.
So I'll turn around. I'm standing on my, you can do it either direction, but I'm standing on my left foot, bringing my right foot down in front, and kicking up the other foot, then switching. Then I bring it down behind me and pick up the foot. So I go forward and back, forward and back, forward, back, forward, back. Yeah? Everyone good? Try the other leg. Bring your left foot, stand on your right, bring your left foot over and
Пробуем то же самое с другой ноги.
over and back, over and back. Over and back. Yeah? Of course, it would go faster. So let's see. Ooh. Oh my.
Пробуем то же самое быстрее.
6, ready, and forward and back, and forward and back. Yeah? Yeah, nice. So again, it's very energetic, very wild and swingy, right? The youth for the youth.
Очень энергичный, немножко безумный танец молодежи.
And it is quite fast, yeah.
И, конечно, он довольно быстрый.
Means it's harder to pick your leg up. But
Сложно менять ноги, поднимать их.
But you want to try to make it as big as you can while still being with the music.
Можно пытаться поднимать их так, как вам удобно, но главное соблюдать ритм.
Yeah. So becomes much more of a twist. That's why I'm wearing a skirt.
Похоже немножко на твист, поэтому мне вот удобно в юбке.
You can also turn it while you're doing it. So 1, 2.
Во время движения можно поворачиваться.
Forward and back and forward and back, right? Forward and back, forward and back, forward. Yeah? That's falling off a log. One thing that's fun is, whoops, I messed it up. All right. So I just threw a couple of heel clicks in there. So I went over and back and over and cut back. Let me think about this for a second. Hold on. Okay, so we'll do, I'll face this way. We'll do 2 falling off a log, forward and back, and then, right, forward and back, and then forward and heel click, step, step.
Два падения с бревна, потом одно вперед, потом высокий клик, шаг-шаг.
So I'll go, I'm going to do my right foot.
Начну с правой ноги.
Over and back and over and back and over and up, down, step, step. It's a little tricky, yeah? But it's easier faster, except that we may not be there yet, right? So,
Такое интересное движение, но быстрее его делать проще.
right foot ready, and forward and back and forward and back and forward and up, down, step, stamp. So the counts are 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Yeah? Or dun 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 ya da 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 bum bum. Yeah, it's just a little accent break kind of thing, shaving a haircut, if you will.
Здесь немножко смещается акцент.
You know what I mean by that, right? Shave and a haircut too. It's a little cadence thing. Okay. Yeah. So let's try that. Woo. Let's try that with music. Well, let me see. Yeah. I'll do it at speed. You can see it, right? Watch first. Ready? Watch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, da da ba da ba ba. Yeah. Ready? 5. Give it a try. 7 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and ba ba da da ba da ba ba. Yeah. It's fast. Try it again. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and da da ba da ba ba. Yeah. Woo. All right. Okay, so let's see. We only have about 7 minutes left. Oh my goodness gracious. I want to practice a little bit and have you improvise a little bit, make some stuff up.
У нас осталось 7 минут, давайте вместе потанцуем и попробуем немножко импровизировать.
Because improvisation is a big part of this dance. Yeah.
Потому что импровизация — это огромная часть этого танца.
So we'll start with, I'll put the same music on. Charleston.
Включу ту же самую музыку.
And we'll start with just the step touch, the basic. And then
Попробуем только базовые шаги.
Ready? Here we go. Ooh, I can walk around. Here we go. And step, touch, step, touch, step, touch. A little bigger. Bigger still. Do a swivel. Other foot. Do the basic with a swivel. Let's do the paddle turn. Ready? Other way. Bourree. 1, 2, 3, backside front. 1, 2, 3, backside front. It's fast. Do it falling off the log. 1, 2, 3, and da-da-ba-da-ba-ba. I just threw that at you. You want to try it again? Try that again. Falling off the log. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 4, ba-ba, da-da-ba-da-ba-ba. Yeah. Now do whatever you want. Make up something different. Do something we've done, or do something different. Big finish. Yay.
Закончили.
Very nice. Woo. Woo. How's everyone doing?
Ну что, как дела?
That's
Thank you.
great. Thank you.
Thank you for thinking I'm energetic. It's midnight and I'm pretty tired, but that's okay. It's fun.
У нас сейчас 3 часа ночи, мы тут прыгаем.
I get my energy from the dancing and the music, and you all. So.
Меня очень вдохновляет музыка и сам танец.
We have 3 minutes. Do you have questions or? Thank you. Thank you, everyone. This is really fun. We have 3 minutes, maybe 2. Do we want to do you have any questions?
Do you teach online anywhere else?
I do.
Онлайн.
I'm currently teaching an English country dance style and technique class.
Я преподаю
And
английский.
how could we find that?
It's Wednesday nights. Ooh, it's 6 p.m. here in California. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4 p.m. where you are, I think.
Friends, we will upload all the information about teachers and classes
okay.
after the festival.
Great.
So please now questions about the class, Charleston, and so on. Okay, we have 2
Задайте
minutes left.
вопросы сейчас по танцу, у нас осталось 2 минуты, вся информация про преподавателя будет позже.
But it is on Facebook. I'll say that. Other questions or anything? Make sure, well, you're going to keep dancing, I assume. But make sure you drink water and do a little cool down, you know, stretch your muscles again.
Можно попить воды, немножко еще потянуться и потом продолжить танцевать.
Don't want anything tightening up.
Не хочу, чтобы у вас там что-то зажалось.
Yeah, it is a lot of energy. Pardon me, any other questions or anything you want to go over, review? There are other variations which we didn't get to, but it's okay.
Есть еще другие вариации, которые мы сегодня не рассмотрели.
And feel free to make stuff up. That's how it developed in the first place. Somebody made it up.
Не стесняйтесь придумать что-то свое, потому что танец именно так и развивался.
Okay. Thank you. I want to thank Nastasia too for inviting me. It's been really, really fun.
Хочу сказать огромное спасибо Настасье за то, что пригласила меня. Мне очень нравится.
Thank you. It was great.
Great, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much to Renee. It was beautiful and really energetic. I enjoyed a lot myself.
Good.
So we are ready to go to the next class and hope to see you next festival.
I hope so too. Thank you. Stay safe, everyone.